Even though it's choppy, we're going in. Even though. Oh, dude, the flight. Holy shit. That was terrible. The whole time. Whole time. We get on there, captain instantly goes, this might be a bumpy flight. I'm like, perfect. But we're here. We are here. We're back. I got my setup, finally have my full setup, and now I'm ready to go. So I usually have been trading a lot more at like 12 o'clock. I'm just having way more success that way. Or around 12:30, 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'm definitely going live during power hour. This is just going to be like a quick little trade. I just want to update everybody on what I'm seeing right now. This is squeezing so nicely right now. I really wish I would have bought this at the bottom here. It was 66 cents. But on this daily chart, I'm looking at this wedge. We tried to break down, and now we're bouncing. This could potentially squeeze up to this 219 level. So I'm watching Meta to 219. I think that this has a really good opportunity. These contracts do expire on Friday, so it would be a good opportunity. It's kind of hard for me to buy them all the way up here as it's at its top here, but maybe around this 150 level, if I can get any sort of red candles down here, I would look for a nice little pullback, maybe around this 215.60 level. I think that we have enough momentum to break this pre-market high, which is right here. It's spiked off of this off of the inflation data, but now this was one of the strongest stocks that I saw all day. It faded off because of the market, but now that the market's starting to reverse, I feel like we might have a potential to squeeze. This is far ahead of the market, has a lot of volume, and I'm really looking for this 219 test, 218 test. At that point, these contracts would be well worth over $200 because these are the 217.50s, so they would go in the money. And I would probably assume, if I had to take a guess, they'd be worth around 240, 250 a piece. So it could be about $90 a contract. So they're pretty cheap. They're $170. They are pretty inflated right now down here. You can see them. I would wait for a little bit of a pullback, maybe some choppy consolidation. It is 12 o'clock, so be careful. But this is what I would be paying attention to. I'd be paying attention to this guy, and I would obviously be paying attention to this guy. These are really my only two that I love. It did break this downtrend that I had, and now I'm waiting for that retest. It kind of retested it, but this is the top Bollinger Band, and I hate that. So this could see some downside now that I'm looking at it. If we get above this Bollinger Band, I might end up taking some puts for a little bit, but it looks pretty good on the 15-minute chart to start reversing now that it broke above that downtrend. And the 30-minute, it feels like we're pretty bullish. These charts, I'm telling you guys, the only downtrend or the trend that you ever need is right here, a nice bullish candle right here. This is called a hammer candle at the bottom of a Bollinger Band. I'm telling you, these work out 1,000 times out of 1,001 times. And even if they don't work out, your stop loss can be literally, here is where it goes. Your stop loss can be like right here. So your risk to reward ratios on these with patience is unbelievable, especially if you're trading SPX. So you could lose 150 to 250 bucks, but on the upside here, you could be making a couple $1,000s. So I'll take that risk to reward ratio any day of the week. Tesla also was on its way to rebound. I think that there's not enough momentum in that one today. NVIDIA has been dead for a while, but it's slowly chopping its way back up. Damn, that's actually a pretty big move, $5. But I am watching this Meta play. I think that this is a beautiful play. This is its high of pre-market, so I'll make this yellow. This is that little slanted trend line from the daily chart. So, and then this is just my made-up support line from pre-market and where it was having trouble earlier today. So I'm gonna make this green. I think I might dabble in at that green line, and then my target is about this 218 price. So I would make this red. Above that 218, I'd probably start to sell some. But that's kind of what I'm watching right now. Obviously, got to pay attention to the market. That's always the worst part when you play individuals. But here she is. SPY nice puts on 412 range. What parameters on the Bollinger Bands do you use? Bollinger Bands are just default, so you can literally just add them and it goes perfectly. I don't mess with the parameters of those. I see that hammer on band at the 10-minute. Is there a particular time scale you use? I use the 5-minute. It looks beautiful on the 15-minute too here, and I'm sure that, oh, this is the 30-minute. I'm sure it's on the 15-minute too. I guess not. But usually when you see a nice downtrend and then a bullish engulfing like that, if this is accompanied by another hammer candle on a larger time frame, like the 30-minute and 5-minute, where's she at? Where's she go? Oh, this is Meta. There she isn't. This one. When we were on that live discussion, I took some calls on this right here, and ended up selling it pretty soon. But I mean, it still worked out. I didn't take a massive position, but I should have. I just didn't want to be distracted. But I still see this. This could be the top Bollinger Band here. We are at VWAP level. We could see some weakness, but larger time frames look pretty bullish to me right now. Unless this hits this and just starts reversing pretty heavily, I might take that play potentially. But I feel like this could potentially squeeze. There's a lot of room up here. This 411.85. So if this starts squeezing along with Meta, which is going already, guys, I feel like it's not going to pay a ton, though, unless you buy a shit ton of contracts. Because even this move right here only went $12. So it might not be worth it. It might be worth trying to catch the downside, maybe the pullback. But I feel like we're too bullish for that. I might wait for this 411 test for a nice little put on the SPX. So let's take a little dabble at that. Let's take a little reversal play. SPX, this is going against the trend. This usually never ends well for me, so don't go too heavy. I'll probably go 4100s here. Nah, I'll go 4105s because these will be a lot cheaper by the time it gets up to the level that I want to play. And if it can get up there, this 411 level, let me just confirm on some larger time frames here that this isn't crazy bullish. It is pretty bullish right here. This is a nice bullish candle on the 1 hour. 4 hour. Important to know as well. That's a huge wick. I don't like that. 30-minute. Looking bullish. Trying to get back up there, but it is struggling that VWAP level. 15-minute. I mean, starting to lose strength on this TTM squeeze that I don't really pay attention to very often, but I will confirm with that. I feel like this has a... no. So now that the Bollinger Bands are going sideways, it looks like it could continue this squeeze to the end of the day. So I might actually end up playing some calls on a pullback to this 410 level, because even on that 410 level, it's not going to pay me very much, maybe $100 a contract, which I mean might be all right, but I feel like it's just trending in that way. Meta, I might have missed this. I know it's probably going to head up towards this high, but it's not going to pay too much. Damn, these contracts literally went from 1,700 to 300. If only you could sell options on the SPX. You know how much money you would make? They literally, they just get destroyed all the time. My bad, I got a text. Business call, 1 second. I think at the bottom. I mean, this is a nice little pullback. It would have been a cool little scalp, but I mean, if you look at this, it only went from 350 to 400. So $50 would have been nice, but I probably wouldn't have bought too many. So I'm going to draw this little uptrend that I think that will tap, and then I might actually end up playing some calls for this. If this is going to start to expand, I might wait a little bit. Q's as well. Is that how's she doing? She's doing the same thing. Man, I don't know, because this is pretty. It looks bullish over here, but if you look at this, it looks like it could do another one of these guys, a nice sharp drop into the low of the day. So I don't know. Not sure how I'm liking that, but I do like these meta plays a lot. If I can see this get a little bit red in these contracts, these would start to pay real nicely. I really wish I caught this earlier in the day, but what are you going to do about that? Oh, I love Ethereum so much. It's up 1928. I just need to see this at like 2,500. I'll be happy. I feel like I need food. You can sell options on the SPX. I don't know if you can, because you can't really buy shares on the SPX, right? Or am I uneducated? I don't think that I can sell one. If you do sell them, then it's expensive as shit, that's for sure. Because SPX is what? 4,000, so you need 411 grand in your account. I'd probably have to upload some money for that. Are you sure you can sell options on there? Oh, you do spreads with SPX? Let's go. I probably am going to stay away from selling options on the SPX, to be honest, because it's expensive as hell. But there's no movement right now. I go live at the worst times, I swear, when it just goes sideways. But I do see, I don't know if this is going to be a full recovery or not, but this hammer candle on the 5 minute on the SPY, I should have just held this thing. I don't even want to look at what it's worth right now. It is holding this uptrend though. Trying to see if there's any way that this could be bearish on a larger time frame. Bullish engulfing, massive bullish engulfing, struggling this. If it bullish engulfs above 411, this thing is going to completely reverse. But I could see this breaking down, to be honest. Might bounce off this uptrend. It's the 1 test, 2 test, 3 test that I've been telling everybody about. I might go call side. Now that Bollinger Band is expanding. Where's the SPX at right now? So let's see if we can do 4130s, see how much those will be worth. 4130 calls are about 347. Might just dabble in one here, maybe two. My stop loss would be about that breakdown level, which it might happen on me. So I'm going to keep my stop loss really tight here. I'm going to make this larger. So if it breaks down below this 410.50, I'll probably take like a $40 stop loss. I'll take a 40, so I'll lose 80 bucks on this trade, which is probably going to happen pretty quickly here if it doesn't bounce. So this will be a real quick scalp. It's really struggling this VWAP level, so I may have gotten in a touch early. Not looking good, but we will see here. If it goes below this line, it's definitely going to stop me out. And there she goes. That was fun. I hope you guys had fun with me. Oh, it only stopped me out at 1. But it should probably stop me out the second one here in a second if it goes below that. Yeah, there she goes. Retesting now. If it starts to bounce, I will add to this position. I only have one. I don't really want to add to it right now because it does feel like it has a lot of sellers on it, but it is at this line. So I'm on this trend line bounce. I hate that it stopped me out of that 1 on accident, but I am only in at 1, so I'm going to need to go up more than $40 to break even on this. It feels like it's going to bounce, so I feel like I might. 410.50, 410.20. Let me see if I can get in a couple of these. This Bollinger Band is expanding. I hate that it's at this level. I hate buying at these levels, but I just have a weird feeling that it's going to continue. Maybe not. I just rejected again. Maybe that VWAP is too strong, so I'll just lose that 80 bucks real quick. I'm just dabbling until I can see a real direction. Around 1, 2, 3 o'clock, you can start to see some big moves happening. So I'm up real small in the day. I haven't really positioned for much. I'm still up 170. Nothing crazy. Like I said, until I start seeing some good moves, I'm not putting a lot of size into this account. This looks like it's going to stop me again. Yeah, 410.45. We're starting to lose a lot of these. A little bit of volatility there, so it was a big sell transaction. Probably going to get stopped here. Give it 1 second. I would add if there was momentum, but there's no momentum. No momentum. I'm up 146 on the day, so I gave back about 80 bucks there. This is breaking this trend. This could be the start of the sell side. Stop loss is your best friend now. So look at this real quick. Now that now that I'm like kind of involved in this and had to get back trading, I was kind of just hanging out for a little bit. But now I'm looking at this level, this downtrend level. Maybe that would be the bounce. Let me go back to this 5-minute chart real quick. Oh yeah, there's definitely some downside to this. Could get some consolidation on the SPY, but it's not going to pay that much. That's the only problem unless I start buying like 10 to 20 contracts. FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. 100%. The volume isn't that low today. It's a lot higher than usual. So it's at 36 million finally. And mostly the average. Okay, this 15-minute chart makes me feel like the SPY is going to go. So I think I might have to buy some more of these here. It filled me of one at 330. I'll put a little bit of capital at risk because I feel like this is going to squeeze up to that 411. It's that VWAP level, though, that's disgusting. So if it starts crashing back on down here at 410, I'll hop out. But it won't be a lot of risk. I only have 2 contracts, so that's going to be nothing. I'll probably put my stop loss here at 280, so it would be about a $100 stop loss, maybe 285. But I have a weird feeling it's going to start spiking up. We're bullish on all trends here. I would hate for it to actually end up going below this line. If it goes back below 410.24, I might stop myself out smaller. I know I'm playing with chop right now, but I just have a weird feeling it's going to continue up. Look at this Bollinger Band. It just looks so good. Next time it breaks above this, it's going to squeeze. So I'm going to keep my stop small. I might add in to like 5 of these contracts here, put $1,500, see if we can make a quick 500. Oh, that's going against me. I should have known by now. 330. I could stop myself right here. I don't know if I want to, though. I don't think that I want to get out of these just yet because I have a weird feeling it's going to go above that level, but I don't want to take the risk of a big drop off because obviously this is a major run up that it just broke below. So I don't know. I'll be a little bit patient on this because it's not moving too much, and I haven't really put a lot of effort into it. I just don't really want to start from scratch, which it looks like I'm heading that direction. I was up 250, but my goal is only 500 on chop days like this, 500 to $1,000. Recently, it's been 500 because I haven't been able to see too much, but it's been going against me a lot when I get involved. We'll have to wait and see here, though. Feels like I'm in a mini slump, and a mini slump as in like I just can't take off. You know, I just like can keep chopping in these small gain days. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this. At this 410 level, it's lower than I need it to be right now. 410.29, 28. Just been having a little chop slump recently. I'm not making too much on the days, but I am managing it very well, so that's a good thing. Seeing a couple lower shadows here. That's important. Low volume on that little sell candle here. Let's see if we can start cooking a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more here and see if we can go for 4 or 5 for that squeeze. Come on, let me see. Didn't let me in on either one of those. And there she goes. Trying to go with the momentum here because I think we're going straight above this 411. I hate that I only have 2 contracts. I just want to get... Let me see if I can get this real quick. 320 would be really dope to get 4. and then I'll stop myself out at about 290. So 4 contracts times 3 would be about 120. I'd be pretty flat on the day at that point, but on the upside here, could make about 400 bucks, if not more. I don't know why it's not letting me in. Should let me in here. If it rejects entirely, then that's gonna suck. But I'll do a 160 stop loss on 4. Ugh, it's gonna hit me, guys. Trying to get this bullish. I want to see more volume right here, more volume spike above that VWAP. I feel like it's struggling it 3 times now. I figured that green candle would push it. Looks like the seller's got a hold of it up there. I'm going to mitigate my loss here at 280. Looks like it might hit me here pretty soon, unless we start getting some buyers. I'm looking at the time and sales pretty closely here. I want to see this push because this push with this Bollinger Band would do really, really well. I'm seeing 2 double bottoms here, but I'm also seeing 2 doji candles. Very indecisive with that VWAP level. Could easily crush me, stop me out, and I'd be flat on the day, but on the push out, we would be doing really well. Not trading with a ton of size, so it takes a while to build up the account here. I'm only down 20 bucks on the trade, but I'm only up 126. So I would probably be pretty flat if it stops me out here. And then I'll come back for power hour and try to put more size on if I can see any setups. So let's see if we can get above this VWAP level. That's all I'm looking for. I see a little bit more volume coming in. Doesn't look like it's going to, it looks like it's going against me. It looks like a lot of sellers are sitting right here. I keep seeing them come through on the time and sales data. Just chopping me. Might just chop me out here, which would blow. I could sell myself out here, 2 of them flat, but I just have this weird feeling, guys, that it's going to start squeezing. Let me get one more concept on this real quick. If it stops me out, it stops me out. I can't be that upset. I'll be flat. It's literally like I lost no money, but commission money. It's trying. 15 minute looks bullish. It looks like it could engulf this and go to this 411. That's exactly what I'm playing for. So I'm only in 4 contracts. That's nothing crazy, but this VWAP level is just pissing me off. Got to get above this and start squeezing above this 410.72. I think that we'll get it. I don't think it's going to be a massive payout, but you keep seeing those big spikes. So I'm going to push this up to 290. Looks like it might reject again. And if it starts heading down towards here, it'll start selling off. So I'm going to set my stop loss at about 295 and 290. So I won't have that much loss here. It'll be about 60, or I guess it'll be about 120 bucks. Can we get it? It feels like we're going to get it. Now that we're getting some action on the time and sales data, it looks like we're trying to push, and I think that we got it. Right here at this level is everything here, 410.63. If we can push above that, we're right at it. I'm up $30. I'm only up $120 a contract. It's not a ton of money, but this push could push us to like a $200, $300 play. So I'm going to push this up to 310, mitigate my risk here. So at this point, I would only lose 40 bucks if I get stopped out. So that's kind of how I play it. I keep my stop loss real small. And now if I can get a hold of this, this would be cool. Only up 10% on the trade. I really want to get above this. This is my, I think it's this 15-minute chart that's going to push us, but this VWAP is so damn strong. If it stops me out, it's going to stop me out pretty small. So I'll do 320 here. I'll basically put myself break even. There we go. There's the push. Little bastards. Little rat bastards. Let me push this up to 411 now. I'm going to put my stop at 370 for 2 of them. Might stop me out. I'm at 390, so I'm up 70 bucks a contract. If we can get one more push, I don't think I'll get it. I'm up 220 on the trade. Want to see just a little bit more of a push up that 411 before it stops me out at 370. I'd be pissed. Wouldn't be that pissed, but I would love to see a push this 411. Got me. And now these are at break even. So got me at 370 there, and I think it's about to get me here at 320. So I ended up making like 50 bucks on the trade, or $100 some on the trade. If we can start pushing above this, though, it didn't stop me on these last two, so I only have 4. But there's so much selling pressure up here for some reason. I was hoping for that launch, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Now that I zoom out, these are really tiny moves. But at least you're seeing how I'm mitigating some losses here. So I'm only up 300 on the day. Would have been up nice more there if we could spike up to that 411, but I think that it's having too much trouble here at this 4120 on the SPX. So we'll see what it can do here. It's only at 360. Looks like I'm going to probably get stopped out break even here. Damn, we got it. We got above there. I just didn't take it in time. I thought we had a little bit more room, but I'll take it. Only up 206. Damn, could have had it. Could have had way more money on that, but that's about where I started out. Probably should have just taken the gains when it ripped, but what are you going to do? This looks like it's trying to push back down. If it goes back up, I'm going to be pissed because then there would just be all that chop for no reason. I just got invited to play in a kickball game. That just made my it was a good trade, but I just didn't execute it the right way. I should have probably put all 4 stop losses up there instead of 2. Would have been much better, been up $300 because then $300 going into the day. Like I love to trade around like 130 to 330. That's when I make most of my money nowadays. Going in there up $300 would give me a lot of cushion to buy like 10 contracts and have a nice spike down. Because if it stopped me out, then I would only be down like 150 versus like the couple $1,000 risk wins. I haven't really been trading too much during the day, in the mornings lately. Just been having way better opportunities on the upside. Is this going to go? Is this going to push now? It's at 360. It's going to go. I'm getting involved. I got him at 360. If it pushes me down, I'll probably stop myself out. Just $80 here. But I have a weird feeling it's going to go. This 411 range just looks so damn good. It's going to engulf that. I feel like this is where it rejected the first time. Now it's coming back up to this 411. This is that uptrend. I think I'm forcing it. I think I'm zoomed in too closely. I'm selling it here at 370 if it lets me out. I'm out. I don't like this trade. I'm gonna just save my capital and let it ride. I went up to 390 there. It's not when I zoom out, there's not a lot of opportunities to push this. It's just too like this is just chop. I don't know what I'm trying to do by zoom in, but at least I scalped in a little bit. I'm only up 226 on the day, but I'm trying to get up to the point where it's over 1,000 on the day. So 2 little baby scalps. Hopefully you understand at least a little bit about risk management there because there's nothing going on. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I think that's really all I'm not going to sit here and force a trade. The only other thing that I would say to look out for is this meta play. I think that there is probably some downside here, but if it gets down to this 215 level, I might even swing trade this. I'm gonna set an alert for like right here. But I did just get to New York, or did just get to Florida, so I'm back here full time. I am gonna be on here very, very often, and I will be trading a lot more live with more size because this was obviously just chop trades. But where am I at? Am I really only up 226 on the day? That is so ass. I guess green is green, right? Can't be upset about that. But green is green. I need to go get some groceries real quick before this 2 o'clock meeting. I think that the meeting is today, right? The Fed minutes is today. dailyfx.com. Calendars. I trade the same days usually. What's today? The 12th? It's oh shit. FOMC minutes is at 2 o'clock. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave right now, and I'm gonna go get my shit, get my groceries set for the week. 2 o'clock. It's not a meeting. It's just the Fed minutes, so it's just gonna release. Whatever. These contracts aren't moving. SPX when it's sideways is just stupid to play. So I'm gonna come back when these contracts are going. We're gonna make over $1,000 today. Maybe we'll make $2,000 today. I'm gonna manifest that for a good after 2 o'clock. Don't trade right at 2 o'clock because things are all over the place. So I'll be back here in time. Grocery store's right down the street, so I'm just gonna go pop over there real quick, get some stuff, and I'll be back in about an hour. So let's get after it. 2 o'clock is gonna be huge volatility. I hope everybody understands how big a volatility this is gonna be. I don't know what they're going to say. I feel like they might raise interest rates one more time, 0.25. It's gonna be about what they expect. And then, I don't know, we could see 415 today. We could see a massive spike down to 405. So be careful. It's going to be pretty volatile. I'll be back on at 2. Yeah, for sure. I'll be back at 2. It's going to be super volatile. So let's get ready. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love you.